Hi everyone. This is Gaurang Satpathy, and today we are going to present our review 3, which is based on the patient healthcare monitoring system. And my other two teammates will tell, and I will be working on the hardware design part, and Shivam will tell him their part.
Hello everyone, this is Shivam Kumar, and my part in the project was to develop the app sheet.
And Bismarck.
Hi, this is Bisma Kumar, and my part of the project is database management. Now Gaurang will start presenting.
Yeah, that's your sir. Is it
Yeah,
now?
Wait a
yeah,
second.
It came.
Wait 1 second. Yeah, it is. Our our title is patient health monitoring system. Now the main objective of our project is to monitor the vital parameters like heart rate, body temperature, and environment temperature, along with humidity. And after receiving the sensor data, we need to send and display the necessary parameters to the doctor in the real time using AppSheet. This is very useful as the doctor will be getting the data before the patient is going to before the patient reach the hospital, so that the doctor can prepare themselves for the upcoming patient. Coming to the methodology, in this project we use the pulse sensor to measure the heart rate, LM35 for body temperature, and DHT11 to measure temperature and humidity inside inside of an ambulance. At first, the process is as following. As first, we will integrate the 16 channel mask in our Node MCU, as the ESP board has only one login pin. After proper connection, we need to read analog input from the connected sensor, and then update the sensor data in the Firebase. Now we have to fetch the sensor data from the Firebase and then upload it in the Google Sheet at 3 seconds of interval using Google Cloud API. Following all this, at last we have to pull the data from the Google Sheet into the app sheet, so that it can be accessible in smartphone, in computer, and in a tablet too, in the real time data updation. Now my friend Gauranga will explain you about the algorithm and the hardware design. The hardware design.
So yeah, thank you, Bismarck. And this is the hardware design part, in which this is the pulse sensor, and this one is the LM35, and the green sensor one is the DHT11, which measures the outside temperature as well as the humidity, and this red one, which is the MOX, and we are using this MOX to integrate these two analog pin, which is LM35 and pulse sensor. After all this designing part, and you can see the hardware design too. So I already recorded a video which I will demonstrate now. uh, so so yeah, it will be cam.
Hi everyone, this is Gaurang Satpathy, and today I am going to demonstrate our project, which is based on the IoT-based healthcare monitoring system. And in this, we are using the 16-channel MOX because we have two analog input, which is the pulse sensor, and this one is the LM35 sensor. And now this one is the buzzer, and the buzzer will turn on whenever the pulse value, I mean the BPM, goes below 60 BPM or above the 120 BPM, it will turn on, but it will never turn on at the static stage. I mean when the BPM is equivalent to 0, I mean in the free time, it won't be turned on. And now I and all the sensor value when we will and for this DS11 I am using an Arduino as a power supply because I don't have an external power supply, and for this DS11 sensor which measures the environmental temperature and the humidity as well. And for all the sensor values, after extracting the real-time values using this node MCU, I am pushing all the values to this cloud Firebase database, which I think it's easily visible. And uh, after pushing the all to the this cloud Firebase using the this Python script, I am pushing. You can see it's already started, and I am pushing to all this value to the Google spreadsheet, and then using the Android app, which Shivam will also explain in the later on time. Using this Android app, we are using. You can see the heartbeat alert and body temperature alert, which we have to show in the real time whether the BPM is low or high. In the real time it will show. As I am not using now, so it's showing the low heartbeat, low temperature. And now I will show the I will show by demonstrating my projects. So you can see that all this zero, this ignore this zero and last one zero. You can see as I'm not pushing at the no use when I am not using this our project. So this one is the pulse value. So I am not using, so it's pushing as 0. So now I will measure my heartbeat. You can see it's measuring 278, 279 as the input, and it will measure at every 15 second interval of time. And now you can see this 68 is the BPM in 50 seconds. So we have to stay 30 seconds for the actual measure. And now it's showing it turn on the buzzer because at some random cases the heart rate measures some values, pulse sensor. So it's the turn 8. So as 8 is showing, so here you can see the low heartbeat also showing. And now in the meantime I will show. Now I have to show the actual things. So I will measure at the 30 second interval of time. Then we can see the actual parameters in the mobile app as well. Now it will turn on. Now it's coming 104, and now now it's coming the 76. You can see as well. Now it should be so that normal heartbeat, and you can see first one. I will show in the laptop as well. Pressing this normal heartbeat. Now it's turned on. The buzzer is turned on, so it thinks it should be again. It will show as the low heartbeat. You can see as well. So for the body temperature part, I will demonstrate now. Yeah. So now in the cloud base, you can see that average body temperature I stayed for the around 2 minutes, and my body temperature in the average 2 minutes it's showing the 97.91. And so yeah, this is all our projects, and thank you.
So, and yeah, this all about the hardware design part. And now Shivam will tell about the workflow about this, and this all the hardware design. And this is the in on mode and flow chart.
So this is our flowchart. Now, first of all, we're collecting all the sensor datas from all the sensors that we're using. We are collecting all these data from the sensor and storing it in our Google Firebase. So Node MCU pushes all the data into our Firebase. Now this we're connecting this Firebase to our Jupyter Notebook, where we pre-process all our collected data. So all this pre-processing will be talked about by Bismay. Now from our Jupyter Notebook, we are pushing it to our Google Cloud Console, where it helps for providing a Google Sheet API, where we store all the pre-processed data inside a sheet, inside our Google Sheet, which is being used for our data visualization process. So that that data will go from the sheet to our app sheet, where we develop our app to visualize our data. Can you show the? Yeah. So the data that we are going to show is our heartbeat. Whether if a person has a low heartbeat, then it is going to show and alert that person or the hospital that is getting all this data, that whether the person has a low or a normal or a high heartbeat. Other thing is maximum heart rate, minimum heart rate, average heart rate, then average body temperature, environment temperature, and humidity. All these values are being calculated from our collected data in our Python script.
And yeah, and saved in this Google Sheet also. And then yeah, Shivam. And yeah, this is the graph output, and the Android app. You can see that this is the Android app also, and this is the heartbeat. When we it goes below the desert below 60 bpm, it should be alert as low heartbeat, and body temperature also it's in the same things. And whenever it's between the 60 bpm to 120 bpm, it should be indicate as what we say the normal heartbeat. You can see here too, normal. And this is the normal, it's for the temperature, body temperature, and this normal heartbeat is for the heartbeat. And this is the sensor parameter, and this one is the pulse value, which is the time in minutes with respect to pulse value. I'm not using at the first time, it's showing 0 and 68.0476 as I have previously recorded video I saved. It's showing here as well. And sensor chart is for the clear to see in the chart thing. You can see I'm not required the time in seconds, so I turned off. And the upper chart is for the pulse body temperature parameter, and the lower orange color chart one is for the pulse value. And yeah, And now Bismay will talk about.
I think your mic is off, Bismay.
The lesson that we learned from this project is that how we can make an app, how we can fetch a data from the Firebase and upload in an Android app, data handling on real time in a specific interval of time, and also how to implement our project in a real time basis. Next one. This is the standard adopted by us, IEEE 602 2007. It is a, a recommended practice for design and operation of electric system in healthcare facilities provided. Next slide. This is our timeline. 10th August, we found out the problem statement and what project we are going to work on. On 8th December, the learning about the data extraction part and building dashboard creation part. 28th September, we started working on the data extraction hardware part and uploading to the Firebase. 15th October, up till 15th October, we faced the fetching the Firebase stored data and pre-processing and saving it in a CSV file. On 30 up till 30 October, creating useful report and with respect to Pulse data. 6th of November, we completed the creating dashboard and uploading relevant data to the Google Firebase. 7th October is we have completed our whole project and now we are presenting. Next. This is the role and responsibility of all each of our team members. Hardware part, Gauranga has explained you already. Database management is my part, and app development and data visualization is Shivam Kumar's part. This is the references that we have referred to for our project. And thank you.
And yeah, this is all our projects. So thank you so very much.